again this morning, up in arms against retired General Chiwenga, deciding to tag the tweet that was posted by Mawarire Mbizo Jealous about 18 hours ago, where he says, Uncle Peter, are you still calling a spade, and that president is responsible for the corruption going on in the country? Because if he wasn't, he has executive powers and he could have stopped the corruption a long time ago. You also said ED must be held accountable for the corruption going on in the country. Didn't you? Your problem, my brother, makadzia moto wembava. Saka mato bao mbava nemi ndogunge makakara musiri chaora chino ichi, Uncle Peter. And then Themba Mliswa did not actually let this to slide. He had to strike with a very long essay after 18 hours. Greetings and welcome to your lovely channel, the Hlonipani Global News. If you're watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or black subscribe button so that next time when we beam live, you become the very first one to watch us. As usual, Themba Mliswa is still launching missiles. So this was his response to Jealous Mawarire. He says, it's ironic how some of you want to keep what corruption is talked about and who should be accused of corruption. The very media you quote shows you I have no boundary or biases. Corruption is a national agenda, and VP Chiwenga invited us to this subject. He began this debate with his own dossier casting aspersions on others. When we raise issues with him too, you then cry foul. That's a double standard. Now the question is, why is then Themba Mliswa fighting for others? Why is he deciding to sacrifice himself for Emerson Mnangagwa? Why is he deciding to sacrifice himself for Wicknell Chivayo, the same Wicknell Chivayo that he initially accused? Why is he deciding to sacrifice himself for the also same Mnangagwa that he actually criticized, especially on the video? I can't play the video because this is the video that was done by the channel that blocked my other YouTube channel. Now it goes on to say that's a then it says that's a double standard. Now he continues to say, I didn't start addressing corruption with VP Chiwenga, but many others before him in Parliament and everywhere. But were you genuinely addressing corruption? We investigated Chivayo long before many knew him. No one had a problem with that. I have stood against Com Nyazema in Marsh West, stood with people of Aspindale who faced eviction from Rautenbach. No one had a problem. Yet when we cite corruption issues with VP Chiwenga, suddenly you are all jittery and defensive. If I wasn't being paid when I raised all these other issues, why should I be paid now? Who knows whether you were not paid, Themba Mliswa? I mean, no one from these revelations, it is quite clear that Themba Mliswa is paid. It is quite clear that he has been paid. The fact that he is realized now doesn't mean in the past he wasn't. When he was raising issues of corruption, he may have been paid. Why would they offer him money? They know that money makes Themba Mliswa write long essays. Money makes Themba Mliswa record loud sounding nothing videos. He can actually do any dirty work as long as he is actually presented with a lot of cash. I have been long on the trail of naming corrupt people, and never have I been accused of obsessing over anyone until I named VP Chiwenga. Why is that? Why is that? When ED was accused of the same, as that video shows, you never had problems with it. Why do you have problems now? Most importantly, none of your clique have been able to defend the substance of the matters which have been raised. You continue seeking to poke holes in the personality of the messenger instead of addressing the crux of the matter. I have said it's nothing personal with him. Otherwise, I could have spoken about his shocking behavior, turning his kids access to their mother, Mary. It appears this is actually a big war between Themba Mliswa is trying Chiwenga at all angles. He is actually striking at all angles. So now he's going to the ex-wife of Chiwenga, ignoring court dates for finalization of their case or blocking her medical trips outside the country. However, I have not because I intend to restrict the discourse, but we have already spoken. Cunning people, they will actually speak about something in passing. He has already spoken. He says it's not about that, but he has dropped the bombs that Chiwenga was blocking Mary Mbaiwa from seeing the children, ignoring court dates for finalization of their case, or blocking her medical trips outside the country. This is a new revelation that he is actually putting out there publicly. It's as good as he has actually spoken. However, I have not been because I intend to restrict the discourse to issues with national significance. Bamebenyu are simply defending his clear corrupt acts, hoping for Zwigaru and a political home on the off chance that he grabs power. However, the signs and signals, even from the conference, are there for a veritable reading that you are mistaken. So Themba Mliswa says Chiwenga's chances of becoming the president are slim. That is his thought. VP Chiwenga invited us to the party to dance. Now amapiano yagudzia maguti chiendai. It doesn't work like that. You simply have to admit that as someone living in a glass house, he blundered by accusing others of what he practices too. He banked on support whose guarantee he didn't have, and it failed to work. Simple. People volunteer information to me because they know I will speak out. I have suffered for it. Most importantly, my house got burnt, but Hatice, I think, imi munocha monyepera musap zisinabasa. I'm a traditional leader with a mandate to speak for my community. Hatisi Bwende. I don't know what is the meaning of that. If someone can explain for me. So the fight between Chiwenga as well as Themba Mliswa continues. In fact, it's a fight between Chiwenga and Mnangagwa. Mnangagwa weaponizing Themba Mliswa to actually punch retired General Chiwenga. You can see this post is not good at all. It is aimed at character assassinating someone. Let me read the comments. The comment section never actually gets wrong. Someone says, you talked about Chivayo, is he corrupt or not? Then obviously you would not answer that. Someone says, you keep dodging questions and yet claim you are the one to tell it all. You have claimed you have investigated Chivayo before. Question still stands. Is he corrupt or not? Someone says, Themba, if you don't start by handing yourself uh, in for corruption, don't take us to be fools. Just keep quiet. You are part of the command, Greek loans, loot, which you corruptly wrote off through Pali. You crippled people's businesses. You are posting as of today crying, hi man. Someone say, General Rule, Chamisa Prime Minister, Zimbabwe Yaneta, number one can remove ZANU. We now know, but General can save the populace. Someone says, at better devil type of reasoning here, FFS, all are corrupt. Someone says, facts is you were given money to smear campaign and you proved it. No one takes what you say seriously because they just know it's you are doing what you were given money for. I think maybe you went back to the Prikepo farm to actually get more over the weekend. Thank you very much for watching us. If you are watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red